What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not another
podcast.
Presented by
Our damn selves.
So 260.
260, yes. I'm like, counting, like, yeah. 260.
How the hell was your weekend, kid?
Busy. Busy once again. Birthday parties, celebrating the birthday of our nephew. We had another nephew last week, and then another nephew this past weekend. So birthdays.
Not close to none of these nephews, because I didn't go to none of that.
Went out, it was a nice outing. All the little cousins were together, and it's just always good to be around family. We also unfortunately had a death in the family too. So like earlier the weekend, the Friday, we were at a service and the repast, and then family came up, and then still some of the family that was up, they went to the birthday party.
Thoughts and prayers going out to Kimmy and her fam, definitely.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers for Kimmy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So just busy all around, but always good to be with family and just lean with one another, and just we still here. Like, we're still here. We're surviving this pandemic. We surviving all this craziness in the world right now, but let's put some positive stuff together, and one more year of life for these babies. He made it to 12 now, so they're almost a teenager. Well, happy birthday to Brandon. Yes.
Well, I made it out to Rockford on Saturday. WWE was back in town for Rockford.
Oh,
Saturday night's main event shows. So that was definitely
wow. You went out. Nice.
Well, it's probably gone now, but if you check my IG stories over the weekend, then you saw like some of the footage I posted there.
Yeah, because I started, like, when I was looking, I was like, oh, I was out. Okay. Like, I see you.
And earlier in the week, one of the like Paul Heyman from WWE actually called in to my show in Rockford. So I actually called in promoting that one. Yeah. That was good. I gotta post that. Maybe I'll post that on the social media too. Like, it's a little mini interview. So we had a short conversation. Nice. So maybe I'll share that as well too. I just keep forgetting to share it. I hadn't done an interview in a while, like really since pre-pandemic. Like, I think the podcast might have been the last interview. The last radio interview I did was Ice Cube for the Big Three, but that was some years ago.
Right.
I remember, like, yeah. It might have been like the homie Chad Roby, like when he said, shout out to my brother Chad Roby. I mean, he's on the podcast about one of our earlier episodes. Yeah.
Doing big things.
Yeah, it's making it now.
Yeah.
That brother. But where do we start for this? I know where I want to start.
You want to start? Oh Lord.
Kind of where I want to start. Yeah.
Wherever you say, wherever you be like, where do I want to start? I always like, okay, let me prepare.
As they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So let's just start with the picture. Yeah. You know what you're looking at right now, kid?
That's Bronny, and he's going to prom.
That's
Bronny going to prom.
Whose name I don't remember, but
yeah, I don't know the young lady's name.
Ronnie broke the internet with that one. No.
I'm like, why though? Like, why? I know why, but here's the thing. And we can.
For those that haven't seen it, like, let's just we tell it like it is. LeBron's son, prom date was a white girl.
It's a white girl. So here's the thing. Years and years ago, our brother went to prom with someone who wasn't Black.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But this is what happened. Our brother wasn't even going to go to prom because he just was like, he ain't want to go. Yeah. But then the girl,
life, he was like, man, fuck prom. I'm not.
He was like, fuck prom.
And I actually didn't go, but yeah.
And you didn't go. I did go to my.
Ended up going. It's like, yeah.
Did Kareem go to? I don't think Kareem went to his prom either.
Kareem was on academic probation, but I'm sure he definitely didn't go to prom. Like,
I went to mine. But
all of the boys said fuck that shit. I don't know if he said fuck it, but me and Feast definitely said fuck that shit. But she went. It's like, I don't know if
I went though. But I'll circle back to me. So
I was burnt out at the time. I definitely didn't.
Right.
I was over school. Like, so anything associated with school, prom included, I wanted no part of. I was so over school at that time. But go ahead.
So Feast wasn't even going to go to his prom. But then the girl, her date canceled last minute. Like, if you're dating, you got your dress, you got all your stuff. She had the ticket, I think, too. And then she just didn't want to go solo. So she asked Feast, like, hey, can you just come? Mm-hmm. Come with me. So Feast was like, okay, why not?
Reluctantly.
And that's why he went. So, like, it is a picture of Feast with the non-Black girl at prom, but it wasn't like that was his girlfriend. Nothing. It's like, it was just a friend of his. He was helping out a friend. And then circling up to me, like, I went to prom, said my date was Black, but it was a friend of mine. I didn't have a boyfriend when I was in high school. So it's like, I went with a friend because my friend didn't have a girlfriend. I didn't have a boyfriend. We were really good friends. We had virtually every class together. Anyway, our senior year from like first period to sixth period. Mm-hmm. And we was like, hey, let's just go together. Cause I mean, I know I have fun with my friend. So, I mean, it easily could be his friend, even if it's not his friend, like, so what? You know, so that's my thing. Even if it's not his friend, so what?
Yeah, we don't
like,
know.
Like, why are we tripping about this?
Yeah, this is not that important.
Why are we tripping? Like, why? Like, what's, like, it's stupid. Like, why are people tripping about that?
You know,
like, I didn't get that. Like, wait, like, you know what I'm saying. I know why people act like that, but I'm like, why in today's climate do we still have that attitude still? That's just my question. Why is that still even a thing? Like,
well, do we want to hear some responses? Do you want to hear somebody?
Yes, I do. But real quick, I'd like to say thank you, Bronny, for not standing on that girl's dress, because what's with that? All the guys are standing on the girls' dresses now. That's like seems to be the trend. A lot of prom pictures I've seen. Is that the thing now? I don't like boys are just standing on these girls' dresses.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, I've seen now several prom pictures this season, and I don't get it. But what are some of the responses? Where are some of the internet responses?
Really, no, I get to the bottom. Yeah, Peyton.
Yes, what's the young lady?
Fuzo, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Peyton.
Peyton, yeah, we're just gonna call her Peyton. Yeah.
Peyton, okay.
Well, we'll start at the top of the list. Like Umar Johnson. He definitely had something to say. Well, I refuse to call Dr. Umar Johnson. We're just calling him Umar Johnson from here on out.
What did Deke O'Malley have to say? I mean, what did Umar Johnson have to say? Mm-hmm. What he have to say?
Umar Johnson, let's see. He took to Instagram, he posted a meme showing off a photo of Bronny and his prom date with the caption that read, "No disrespect, but yo, LeBron, I thought you were an activist." Like, it had a picture of a white bunny referring to Bronny's date as Snow Bunny, you know, yeah. So the meme had a picture of a white bunny, like saying, "Hey, yo, Bron, I thought
see my face."
Yeah. So yeah, Umar Johnson. I knew he was gonna say something. He says that interracial. He said if you interracial date is a mental illness, like he actually said. So I knew he would have something.
So, is it possible that maybe his light skinned wife might have a white parent? Is that possible? Maybe
one of his sister
wives, or a half white parent. I'm just
some of Umar's sister wives that we talked about.
His wives were rather light skinned. They were rather light complexion, and not all light skinned people are mixed, but some are. And just saying. So is that possible? Like, so if it was no interracial mixing, like, would your wife be here, or just saying? Mm-hmm. Just asking, Dr. or Mr. whatever, Umar Johnson.
I'm just calling him Umar Johnson. The feds are already like knocking at that door. They already said, you know what, bro? You can't collect no more money for this fucking Frederick Douglass. Okay, we
need to see receipts. What you been doing?
Okay, yeah, we're not letting you do that shit no. And so we need to see some. Hey, brothers,
we need some receipts.
See some tangibles. Like, yeah,
you will get audited. That's what counts. Like, you will get audited. You will.
We need to see.
And you gotta have your receipts in order. You do.
But I just
found some more notable people who made comments. I'm here for the comments now. I'm here for the comments.
That's the big one. The game came after Umar Johnson. That's what I'm looking at right now. So,
okay.
Game said they kids leave them alone. It's like basically what games say.
Right.
There's a couple
they're
of
like 17, 18.
They said they're kids.
Yeah, they're kids. So
fuck alone and shit. I was trying to find the Snow Bunny meme. I couldn't find it right now. I don't feel like posting that. I'm not posting it. Sorry, Mr. Umar Johnson. I'm not posting it.
But it just was like, because I did see the picture surfacing one of my Facebook groups, and then they was like,
okay, here we go. Like, as soon as I saw it,
ripping it
comment, I was like, here we go.
But to my surprise,
this bitch, funny or die, it's about to get real in this bitch.
But to my surprise, which is a good thing, it's like it was maybe about half and half. Like, I mean, it was half people like with that Umar Johnson stuff, and then the other half is like, why does it matter? Like, leave them alone. They're kids. It was like about half and half. So it wasn't like everybody was just coming like being. Like
it was like I split it in thirds. Like it was a third that was like Umar Johnson, the third leave him alone, and the last third was like gives a fuck. It's like,
who cares?
Like that. That's what mine was probably split in threes. It's like, which I kind of was in that third group, but I'm like, leave him alone.
It's like, oh, okay, Bronny. I'm like, yeah, Bronny is going to prom now. Okay, Bronny done got old now. You know, it's like that. Like, okay,
I was thinking more of that. Okay, like when is Bronny ground? Like, yeah, I'm trying to do the math for when Bronny is enters the draft. That's what I was thinking about. So okay, like Bronny will be entering the draft. What year? That's where I was going. Like basketball talk. I didn't even care about his Snow Bunny, as Umar Johnson said. Didn't even say shit about her.
It's so goofy. It's just like, are we really still doing this in 2022? Are we really still acting like? Apparently we are, but I think it is just kind of.
We're not gonna stay on that too long. I just want to talk about Umar Johnson because I saw his comment. I was like, I have something to say. It's because of who he is.
Just want to stay relevant. That's what it is. Some people just want to keep on. How do I have my name? How do I keep my name out there? Let me jump in this comment real quick. And then the fire gets fueled all over again.
So what you got then?
I
can go again.
Well, a hot topic that I've been meaning to touch on that I hadn't because we ran long, but since it is still a thing, I will touch on it. And apparently the formula shortage is still a real thing. Like it's still formula shortage out there.
Shortage now. It's probably more of a shortage now than it was last week. So it's probably more, it makes more sense to talk about it right now.
So it's still a shortage out there.
We talk formula for y'all that don't know, like Similac, something like that.
Similac, Enfamil, what's the other one?
I forget how the shortage started. I think it was something happened in one of the studios or something got contaminated at one of the studios, one of the factories.
Factories. It could have been something like that. And then like, unfortunately, because it's like something that directly consumes, like, and then these are infants consuming. So rather than, risk having like one infant die from this contaminated formula, it's like, we just going to dump it all. Because companies would rather do that than have one person.
One baby gets sick and dies, and it's a wrap.
Right. Exactly.
Get rid of all of that.
They want to avoid that, right? But as a mom of two, and I will lead with saying this, people have their opinions, and everybody is entitled to their opinion. That's the great thing about opinions. You're entitled to. Everybody has one. However, I'll say it like this. If you've never actually breastfed a child, I say you just need to sit this one out as far as like saying that women you just need to breastfeed. That's like a very oversimplified answer to me, I feel, because unless you've actually done it yourself, you have no idea what some women have gone through. Mm-hmm. My experience was positive. Everything about like my pregnancy, my labor, my delivery, even me, my children latching. They latched the very first time I breastfed. They latched the very first time, both of my kids. I had no trouble. I was able to feed both of my kids over a year. I had no issues. So But I know that's not everybody's reality because I talked to other moms, like friends of mine, like some had very hard times. Like it was really difficult.
Different women.
Really trying, really difficult. And like I said, I thank God I just never had that, but I know that's not everybody's reality. So when people just make like comments like that, I'm like, I've seen like other sides. So I know it's not just as cut and dry as that. So just be more sensitive about that stuff. And then what about people who just simply can't? Because a lot of children are adopted.
Mm-hmm.
So
breast milk if you adopt.
You don't have breast milk if you adopt a baby, or if you or children who come into care because
some just don't produce milk, like a lot of it.
A lot of milk, they don't. Yeah. Some who come into care, like babies who go into the foster system. I say because I've seen that. Like if a baby is born with drugs in their system, they take the baby. Like your child's born with drugs in the system. They have to take
a relative is raising the baby, grandparent, aunt, uncle. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like relatives.
You see a lot of that. I've seen a lot of that working where the job I do.
And a lot of that. Gotta take them on,
So I just say, just be more, do your research before you just start just spitting out stuff. And then I've seen like people sharing like like their old school formula because they're like, well, back in the day, we didn't have that. We didn't have Similac. We had, because people talk about like the carnation and the Cairo syrup and the infant water or whatever, and say you can make your own because, Similac.
I'm not a scientist, or I don't claim to be.
I'm not a scientist either or nothing.
Take silk almond milk and turn it into formula. That just don't sound like a thing to me.
Yeah, I don't know, but
I don't think you can turn almond breeze into or whatever you drink it. They can turn it into a formula. I don't.
What I keep on saying, they keep on saying like carnation or pet milk. The can condensed it, like do that and then do it with this and that and add your iron in it. And they're saying like it's ways that you can do it. But my thing is, I always say, consult with the physician because, physicians can give you like some guidance, consult with them and come up with the best plan. Like I said, if you are a non-producing, if it's just not happening, if you're not able to produce breast milk for whatever reason, if it's just not there, then consult with your physician, see what options are available. I've been seeing people give the tips, like if you can't order, like try to like order some off of like Amazon and do that. They're like, you may have to order from another country and then just pay like the extra shipping to get here. I've seen people say that, but just and then if you're in the store, like if you are a person like and they just put out a shipment, like don't try to hog and take all the
that's happening.
Don't do that. Like don't
they're trying to ration it, but like people don't always follow it, and even worse is the people in the store don't always enforce it. And that's right. The problem. It's like make them put that shit back. It's like they come up there with 10 cans, like, nope, it's 2 cans per person. I'm taking 8 and keeping them back. Yeah, like, but people don't always enforce it. They just like, because the workers, like, most times don't give a shit. They just doing their job.
And you can't do the thing where if like I said, if it's if you have like your husband, like you have like some teenagers and you have like everybody try to get, like, don't do that either. Like 2 per household. 2 per household. You gotta put
not comparing formula to sneakers, but that happens all the time. Matter of fact, some Jordan 4s just came out Saturday, and let's make fun of this guy. Just be going down this rabbit hole. Let me
like don't do that. Like just do per household. Bottom line, don't be an asshole. That's why I say don't be an asshole. Like be considerate of others because we all out here, like we all are out here struggling. All of us are. So let's be a little bit more compassionate.
I'm a airdrop my matter of fact.
Of your fellow man. Be more compassionate is all I say with stuff like that.
Okay.
You said what about the Jordans?
Jordans just came out and somebody was like roasting this guy. I'm gonna show you like.
Oh Lord. Let me prepare for it. Let me see.
Put the clown face on him, but it's like because like the resellers do this shit like that. Yeah. Like you talking about
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looks like across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He got 10 across and 10 like 10 down, 10 across.
Yeah. And these are probably each different size. Like, yeah, let's say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Like, probably was like that. Yeah, got them in each size all the way across like that. Yeah, like, so basically, yeah, like and like the timeline I was in on Twitter, I found this on Twitter, by the way. Yeah, and everybody was like, hey, I just trying to get a pair for myself, like they're roasting this reseller. And I said, I really don't trip over this crap because I would never give him any of my money anyway. Said if I hit on the Nike sneaker,
right.
If I hit on the app, cool. If I don't hit, I don't care. On to the next. Like, oh well, I didn't
get him. Right. Oh well.
But I get like a lot of
meant to be.
A lot of young kids just have to have them. So yeah, they would go to somebody like him and pay him like $500 for a $200 pair of shoes, which I'm not doing. It's like on principle, yeah. I don't care how much I can afford.
Just hope and pray that.
I'm not giving this asshole.
Because see, like we're still early. Mm-hmm. We're still early with our kids, so I'm just hoping that they aren't like addicted like that. I'm just hoping that that's not the thing.
To have that particular pair, you might have to run into a guy like this. I'm hoping that that like I'll be I'm not gonna hate on this guy, but that does happen in the sneaker world. You anticipate a shoe being a big seller, and then it's not. So then he got to sit on all of those shoes basically, because like that happens. Sometimes the demand is not that big.
Right.
Every Jordan is like an instant hit. Like people don't realize.
Yeah, it's not the it thing.
Jordan releases so much product. Is like some are hot, some are not so hot. Like that.
Not so hot, right?
You can like go. Like yeah, I just go to Foot Locker right now and get a pair. That happens. Like when it doesn't sell out the first day, you can go like a week later and get you a pair for retail. Meanwhile, this guy, so he bought all of these. It's like, yeah, so yeah, you got to sit on. That does happen. I'm not going to say that's going to happen to this one, because this one did sell out pretty quick on the app, which is why people were mad and posting this. Like, fuck this guy, basically. That's what. But, like, don't be like this asshole with the formula. Like, we come full circle and get back. Let's steer this.
Don't do that. Yeah, because I read an article where they was like, this person took like 40 cans or so that they were just being hectic. Like, and you have to realize
like the stores like now they have, it's like with the toilet paper / hand sanitizer. You remember the 2020?
Oh, it's behind the counter. Yeah, it's not on this.
That, but they were rationing it.
They were rationing it behind the counter.
Like one Lysol per person, or like one 12-pack of toilet paper per customer.
Per person.
It started limited to one, like because people were acting stupid. Yeah. So
Sam's Club did that too.
Not just Similac. Similac is like the fucking Kleenex of
right.
Like,
and Band-Aid.
I'm gonna use Similac for because it's easier to say. Yeah, but like pretty much they down to that like one Similac per customer. They not so you can't do that 40 can shit. Like a lot of stores are rationing that shit. It's just up to the whoever is checking them out to enforce that. Because like they don't always do it. They just like
put the lock in the register, because you can't put the lock in the register. Because I worked retail for years. You could put the lock in.
It's like it like it'll alert you like
it'll lock you.
One can, we can't ring up the second one. Yeah. But yeah, they don't know. So I hope that it gets resolved soon.
I hope it does too, because these babies, Yeah,
especially that's a tough one. Yeah.
For these babies, we need
some of the stuff was sillier than others. Like to me, the toilet paper shit was always
toilet paper was the dumbest thing. It's like
we were never gonna. I don't know why people just decided like that was the most important necessity. Okay, if we're gonna be stuck in the house, like what if we run out of toilet paper? It's like
people like eat it, you can't eat
like that was the that made that the priority of like when really like that's really wasn't if you stuck in the house like you can it's options. You run out of toilet paper. Just like you can hop in the shower after you take a dump. It's like if you don't have any toilet paper, you can get by without, especially if you're not leaving. Just hop in the shower every time you take a shower.
Every time you shit, right?
You can do that if you're in the house. Yeah, so. Shower and shit,
or shit and shower rather.
Like you had. Or like the Europeans do, they have like the bidet. So I wonder if it was a shortage over there. Like they probably laugh stupid. They probably laughing at look at these stupid Americans with their toilet paper shortage. They got bidets, like they
got bidets, yeah.
We don't even use that shit. Like we use the toilet paper to dab ourselves after the bidet just to dry off. That's like we don't even use that shit. It's like these stupid Americans. Like, I wonder if it was like that over there. They just hop on their bidet like what toilet paper shortage. Hilarious.
Crazy that toilet paper was like really.
People decided. And that was the media. Like we did an episode about that called Bass Hysteria. It's
right.
The media was driving that shit because like, and that's the thing with these shortages. It's not a shortage. It's like most time when they report it, it's not really a shortage until it is. Like if you talk about it, right. Then people are like, yeah, maybe I should go buy some toilet paper.
It becomes that.
Now was none left. It's like, yeah. I'm glad I got mine a couple of days before it was the shelves were empty. About 2 days. Right. 2 days. If I had waited 2 days, I wouldn't have had shit.
And I'm glad that I had just went shopping right before that at Sam's Club. So I had like, because Sam's Club come in 36 packs. So I had like 30, maybe like 32 of my 36 still left. You know, like when the pandemic starts, I was like, oh, okay, I still got 32 rolls. I'm good.
Well, maybe I'm part of the problem. I picked up 2 12 packs the 2 days before and picked up another 2 12 packs the day before. So maybe I'm part of the problem. So I got 4 12 packs. Right? Hey, maybe I contributed. I don't know. To the story. But I did have 4 packs I picked up. And then by that, because I was at Wednesday, I picked up 2 12 packs. At Thursday, I picked up 2 more. Friday, it wasn't shit left on the shelf. So I was like, oh, why? That shit went quick. And then for my shooters out there, like my Second Amendment people, like it was an ammo shortage during that time.
Yeah.
So, well, guess who? Well, I ain't gonna say that. Like toilet paper, and I'll leave it at that. Like, not a shortage in the Ozman's house. I'll leave it like that. Another shortage, I'm straight. Ozman ready for the zombie apocalypse, and I'll leave it at that. That's all
The zombie apocalypse. Oh Lord.
Yeah. So if they run out of ammo again, like y'all ran out of ammo. Like, y'all ran out.
Y'all ran out, not me. Yeah. Not I. Said the blind man.
Shelves are empty. Like, okay, yeah. Don't affect me none. Carry on. I'm like, but yeah, hopefully they fix this formula situation because a lot of babies really need that. I know people with newborns got to be panicking right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And just like this whole time, it's just like if you've had a baby within the last 2 years, it's just like this whole pandemic, like having this. I can't even imagine if I had my kids during the pandemic. Like it's just crazy. Like
yeah.
Like just this whole, even like things are getting better now, but it's still not.
It'll never be like it was.
It'll never be like.
It's pretty good right now. At least like
right, it won't be like that
in our area. Like I don't know about other parts, but like Chicago is pretty good right now.
Yeah,
Chicago's on that bullshit for a minute with the fucking vax mandates and all that. You can't even enter this fucking store without being vaxxed like that. But now Chicago's pretty much back to normal again now. Yeah. But it's like it'll never be like it was in 2019.
2019, where you could just freely move about. I won't be like that.
Like Chris Rock said, just like, yeah, raw dog in the air.
Raw dog in the air.
Never be like that again. But speaking of babies, gotta say congrats to Riri and ASAP.
Nah, oh, that's my name. Oh, nah, oh, that's my name.
ASAP, they had the baby. I want to say baby boy. Let's look.
The baby boy, yes.
Boy, yeah.
No name or details, obviously, because celebrities. I mean,
you want to keep something. They're saving the scoop. They gonna say, yeah, who's the highest bidder? Like TMZ, you want the story?
Yeah.
E News, you want it? People, you want it?
People got money, so that's why a lot of people do their thing on people because people
they got long money.
They got a lot of money, so
they've been around for that, right?
Like Brad and Angelina has Shiloh on people, yeah. So people do it on people. There you go. But yeah, they had a baby boy. And Riri, like I can't wait to see what the baby looks like because I want to see this baby like mom, this baby like dad, this baby like a perfect combination of both because it's just interesting to like look and see like what features
how genetics work is
your child is going to pull from you. And like what's funny about if your child has where they have a perfect balance of both parents. When they're standing next to the one parent, oh, you look exactly like your mom. But then when they stand next to your dad, like, oh, you look exactly like your dad. So it's like, it happens like that sometimes.
Some people are full of shit too. Like they say that it's like, yeah, even if you adopted a kid, you look just like.
Well, but the old people say,
it's my stepchild. I'd be like, really? Okay.
No, but you know what they say? The old people say, if you clothe and feed and dress a child enough, that child will start to look like you. That's what the old wives' tale says. You take care of someone enough, they will start to look like you.
It's like those couples that start looking alike.
They start looking alike, right?
like Bill and Hillary Clinton, like they look alike.
Yeah, they look alike.
I don't know about you, but they look alike to me.
They do.
Couples, you've been together so long, y'all start
looking like Kirk and Luann Van Houten. Looking like that.
Go like them and shit. When you're together with somebody long enough, y'all start looking alike. A lot of couples be like.
I don't think Marcus and I ever look alike. We just look too different. I don't think that we'll ever look alike. We look way too different. So
definitely don't see that, kid.
But yeah, congratulations, Riri.
Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. Yeah.
And then people were acting childish because they was like Chris Brown put up a post and it said congratulations, and it was like, the bump of the the pregnant emoji or whatever, and the girl, it just said congratulations, and that's all he posted. Like the same day it came out that Rihanna had her baby, it just said, like, he just posted a post and said congratulations on his social media, on his Instagram, and people was like, why is he? It's like, you can't say congratulations to her. Like, clearly they've both moved on. Like,
really, Chris has a daughter, right? Yeah, he's a parent.
He got 3 kids. Yeah. He has 3 kids. It's like they both.
I know he had the one. I forgot about the other 2. Yeah, but yeah, Chris is a father basically. So
yeah, like they both moved on. So that was like 2008 when they were like a thing. So it's like they both moved on. So it's like 15 years almost now that they've moved on. So like, what are people talking about still?
Again, people still want Usher and Chili to get back together. So people just big Negroes our age, like young folks don't care.
And that was like 20 years ago when they were the thing.
Some people just think
like 20
so hung up on these celebrity couples, man. I worry about my own. I don't worry.
And things can happen, like, because sometimes people find like Jen and Ben found their way back to each other. It happens sometimes. It does. It happens sometimes. But if it don't, then it was like it don't. Like, it was like at that time they were what they needed at that time, and they were a time period. They were a couple of that time,
let's call it that.
There you go, moment of time. That's exactly what it was, and they've moved on, and people need to move on too. So stop holding your breath, being like,
well, we can move on as well to our next one. See how I did that? Yeah. Get back to another series. Well, you heard about the 13-year-old boy that was shot by the cops in Chicago. You heard that story?
Oh, I didn't see that one. No.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get into it. Let's share this.
I've been seeing like other stuff that's been happening at schools. Like, it was like a gun went off at school, and a 7-year-old boy was hit by a gun. Somebody
got shot by the fucking Bean of all places too. Like, I haven't looked at that story, but I saw it in my timeline. Say, who shoots by the Bean? That's like a kicking spot in Chicago. Who shoots by the fucking Bean? And say, come on.
That's a tourist. The Bean is like super. The Bean is a tourist. It's a tourist area.
Yeah, when I'm down at the Bean, the last thing I'm thinking about doing is shooting. I'm just saying. The Bean be like super chill and shit. But this story, yeah.
No, I did not hear that. Yeah.
Chicago cop who shot the fleeing 13-year-old carjacking suspect, relieved the police powers officials say. So basically on Wednesday night, the boy, it was a boy, yeah. Like, carjackings are a thing right now in Chicago, yeah. So so the boy, that was the carjacker, which is fucked up. 13-year-olds jacking cars. Like, let's talk about that. It's like, But yeah, he got the.
But we know where it is. Somebody is above that child, send them to do their dirty work.
Adam
we know where it is.
All over again. It's like that.
Yeah. We know where it is. It's some big person.
Sounds like Adam Toledo all over again. That's what it kind of sounds like.
Yeah, we know where it is.
Adam Toledo, was he about 13, 14, something like that as well?
He was 12, I think.
12, he was even younger.
12 or 13, yeah, he was a boy. Because he was still in grade school. Yeah, he was still in grade school.
But the cop they let go, he didn't let go. The cop is looks like on desk duty now, which is like, while they investigate. So but like I said, I got mixed feelings on that. It's like, the boy was unarmed, shot by the police, which is tragic, but like, who's fucking having a 13-year out there jacking cars? That's like, let's talk about that. Like, why is that a thing and shit? Yeah, why is it jacking cars?
And I'm gonna go back way back in 1994 because I was about this young boy's name. Remember Yummy Sandifer? Remember that name?
Vaguely explain that to me.
He was 11 years old and he did a killing. He shot and killed a girl because I think he was like a gang initiation or something. And then when the heat came on him, then the gang members, they shot and killed him execution style. And he was like 12, I want to say. Yeah, because he was a year younger than me. And it was like, for him to have been only that young, like he had a rap sheet like as long as your arm. Like his rap sheet was already so long at that young of an age. But what it is, it's like these people are sending out these children doing these crimes and doing that carjacking, hidden stores, whatever, robbing stores, whatever they're doing. But it's like they figure that, hey, we send this kid, even if they do get caught, it's like, okay, juvie, you're gonna go to juvie. You're gonna go to juvie. If I go out there, I'm gonna get 25. This kid go out there, they not gonna get that.
May 18th, and the latest your 21st birthday.
Exactly. So that's why they send these kids out there to do their dirty work. And these kids are getting out of control, which is why this is where we need the people. We need activists in the day. We need these kids to be in activities, to be like, we need the involvement of the community. We need a community. That's what we need. Like, it takes a community to raise a child. We need these strong communities that have these resources. Like, hey, do you need this? Do you need that? Like, we need these kids to get off the street because ain't nothing out there. These kids get on the street. It's nothing out there. It's nothing out there. It's not.
Mixed results on my timeline about all of this. Like I said, some about are on the marching side, and on the other side of like, why 13-year-olds out here jacking cars. Like, you shouldn't have been out there to begin with to get shot. Like, that's the other side of the story. So it's definitely a polarizing story, this one. That's what I said we got to talk.
I say that everybody is failing around. Like I said, if a child is out there 13 doing stuff like that, everybody around that child has failed. Every adult around that child has failed that child. That's just my opinion. Everybody, the parent, the community, the teachers, everybody has failed that child. Every adult that child has contact with has failed that child, because when I was 13, I was not thinking about jacking nobody. I wanted to just go to the movies with my friends. That's all I wanted to do when I was 13. Can we go to the movies? I want to go to the show. I want to see the latest movie. I want to go out. Do teeny bopper stuff. That's what I wanted to do when I was 13. My mind wasn't even there. So that's how I feel. Like, we need more stronger community-based activities. We need more accountability, like resources. Like, if it is an instance where if a parent is having trouble, because we know sometimes as teenagers can be mouthy, they can get pushback, and it can be hard to discipline and be with these kids sometimes, but it needs to be some sort of something in place to help with that, some sort of resource. Because like, what I'm tired of doing is I'm tired of seeing hashtag with this kid's name, with a child's name. I'm tired of seeing that.
All of that shit. Like, that's
why I'm tired of seeing.
They didn't post this kid's name yet because he survived. Like, he wasn't. Had he was killed, like, they definitely would have posted his name.
Oh yeah, say his name. Yeah, I'm tired of like hashtag saying names. I'm tired of it. I am. It's just getting exhausting now. At this point, it is. But it's a tough spot. Like, as an officer, it's like that's Mm.
And the cop, I'm sure didn't know that it was a 13-year-old.
Yeah. Just like
this
bullshit. This bullshit when people try to be like, well, you could like no, like I had a boy, like I said, before I changed jobs, I had a boy that was 12 years old and he was like 5'9", 5'10", like 175-ish. Like he was a big kid. Like he was like 12 years old. He was a big kid. He was like really husky. He was a big kid. And he was out there doing things like he was breaking into people's homes, robbing people's homes. He was doing that. That's what that boy was doing.
The guy that attacked Dave Chappelle, like we don't know how old he was by looking at him. It's like
right, you can't tell. Look
like
at
a guy, he's just like some guy that ran towards. You can tell if he was like a teenager, if he was 30 or like 35. You don't know. It's like he just like some guy. That's all you saw. Like
no, when you were 13, you were the same height you are now. When you were 13,
I had my height.
Right, you were the same height you are now.
Height and I had facial hair then.
Right. So.
Speaking of it, that asshole got charged with attempted murder with Chappelle too. But so because at first they weren't going to charge him, now they are charging him. But that's the latest I heard: attempted murder charges. Well, let's lighten things up a little bit. Let's talk about
the year of war.
Let's talk about some tomfoolery right now. Do you hear about this mess?
Oh Lord.
You heard about this. You definitely heard about this mess. Yeah. Definitely heard about this. We talked about people. We're going to look at some people right now. We're talking about Keisha Cole and Antonio Brown, courtesy of People magazine. We're looking at it right here. I got the whole.
I remember when I called out. I remember when I said I hated you.
Antonio Brown, like he was like flexing because he's like, yeah, man, you ain't pimping till you hit an R&B diva. Because him and Keisha Cole apparently hooked up. She looked like she had his initials tattooed on her and everything. So Antonio Brown was hitting that shit good.
Yes.
She got her. She got AB tattooed on her, and he was in that. He was in them guts.
Sis.
Yeah.
Sis. I'm saying sis. No. We don't tag guys' names on this. No, we don't do that.
So then she took to her Instagram saying,
"Oh wait, he said free agent. Isn't that from Love Don't Cost a Thing? Free agent. Remember he did that Love Don't Cost a Thing?
That's funny.
I'm a free agent. What?
Oh, so is she Christina Milian? Instagram and said, "Hey, that's a little harsh." Yeah, maybe he doesn't know it's a little harsh to say, but you don't want to change the kid. Like she went like saying it was harsh, basically. About how he roasted her and shit. So then he came back and said that hey, we ain't together, shorty, or some shit like that. I'm trying to find it. So like basically they went back and forth. There was a clown show like between the two. And he was like, hey, we don't want you, Keisha. That's he was like. He basically
went. Yeah, cause I saw that he said we don't want you. I'm like, wow.
He just wanted to hit. That's all. Like he got what he wanted. He wanted to brag about hitting Keisha Cole. That's all. He's like he didn't want her. He's just like he want to be able to say, yeah, I hit Keisha Cole.
She was with the young boy, but I guess that didn't work out. And then she had some baby with some young boy.
They probably been broke up. Huh?
Because Keisha's like my age, and this boy is like 25. It's like she's like my age. So
like when they broke up, it's like like you can know 40-year-old be with a 25-year-old.
Yeah, that young boy.
Long term shit. He probably did the same thing. He probably just wanted to hit.
He probably wanted to hit, but then she got pregnant. So
that is. Yeah, no, I want to. Somebody tell me. I'm gonna say somebody tell me if Booby Gibson responded on his social media. If he was in the comments, like like with his Michael Jackson popcorn or his Kermit the Frog tea.
Then she beat up somebody. She beat up Birdman. Somebody.
I'll say she beat up Booby. No,
she beat up. Then she beat up like a side chick of Birdman. She beat up somebody.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
She was out there while then Jeezy, like she took the L with Jeezy.
Jeezy used to date like temporarily, yeah.
And now he's married with a baby, so
well,
yeah, so
life.
And he seems very happy with his relationship. He seems very happy with his wife and his new baby. So she just yeah.
Yeah, Keisha Cole, like she gotta get it together.
Oh, little thing.
I
saw somebody post on me. They said as she lost the versus bound to Ashanti too. Somebody put that.
Ashanti washed her, man.
Somebody put that to me.
Usually.
It's like as she lost the versus.
Ashanti washed Keisha.
She looked drunk or something. It looked like something was going on because she seemed really like kind of like,
she got her Soraka Khan on. That's all it is.
Yeah, she seemed a little toasty.
She got her.
Yeah, Shaka. I don't know what.
Shaka was feeling like Shaka was drunk auntie that day. That's all that was.
But the good thing that I do appreciate is that Stephanie Mills, being the professional she is, Black women, when we see another one of our sisters struggling, we don't laugh and clown. We address your crown, queen. We gonna address your crown. We gonna get you up. Cause like Stephanie Mills was like, okay, I got you, sis. Like Stephanie, she was like, I got you, sis. Basically, she didn't use that moment to like make fun of her, which was cool. But Keisha, boo, stop talking to these guys that just want to have sex with you because it's a bragging right. I mean, I know that's hard to like weed because you are Keisha Cole, so it may be hard to kind of weed that out. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to date. Like, I mean, I don't even know how do you date now in 2020? I don't even know how to date. Like, I've been out so long, so I don't know. Like, I hear people talking about Tinder or whatever, but I say stay away from that type. But that's how people date though now.
Pretty sure she didn't meet Antonio Brown.
I know, no, Tip. I was saying like some people have met people, but they say like some celebrity have met like well, she ended up getting divorced, but she met her guy on Match.com, Essence Atkins. She met her, but then they ended up getting divorced. But you know, they was like some people did like meet their spouses, like some celebrities because they want to remain anonymous. So like they went on the dating thing, and then when their spouse met them, they were like, oh, wow, okay. And they had no idea that they were meeting this celebrity. So I don't know. I wish her luck though, because it's just, you put yourself out there like that and then you get.
She's a hot mess, right?
Yeah, that was harsh. Like, I mean, he didn't have to, like if he wanted to let her know like, hey, can you take this post down? Like, he could have like DM'd her and said, hey,
a brand identity. It's like meeting a person for the first time. If the product has personality, people are gonna remember
something. Damn, I don't know what the hell that crap was, but it's definitely stand. I'm looking at stories, so I guess stuff pops up when you're looking, and I could.
Yeah, like the little thing that autoplay be on the videos. Sometimes I'd be like, at my phone, like, go off. I'm not trying to listen.
I'll try to open this back up again, see if I can mute that bullshit this time. If it comes up this time, I'm just gonna whip some ass, but we'll see. Let's just close all these windows and shit.
Nah, but Sis just needs to just take a break, and hopefully she'll find someone who actually does like her for her and wants to actually be with her, and because it seems like she's a hopeless romantic. She seems like a hopeless romantic. She does. So
keep trying till she figures it out.
Hopefully she'll find.
Since we talked about Keisha Cole and her ex Boobie Gibson, former NBA player. Let's talk NBA right now. We are in there, yeah. So first, let's start with the draft lottery went down this week.
Yes.
And thank God the Bulls were finally not a part of that thing for the first time in 5 years. Thankfully. That was a good feeling.
Khalil's whole life, Khalil ain't never seen the Bulls make the playoffs his entire life.
The Bulls have been the lottery team until this one. So every year, this will be our NBA finals every year, this draft lottery.
Like, yeah, what are we going to get?
Yeah.
Every year, come on.
I didn't even watch the lottery this year. That's how little I cared about it. Like every year, I'd be like glued, like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I was cooking dinner when the lottery.
Number 7, I'm like, because every year we would get 7, you'd be like.
I was cooking tacos, I think, when the lottery. I was like, oh, the lottery. I was like, that's our marks. Like, yeah.
I was cooking tacos. I was in class that night, so and I didn't even have it. Sometimes I have it on in the background on my iPad, but I didn't even have it on at all. That's I cared about it. Yeah, I'm like, Wolves are not in it, so I don't get it.
Right.
Want to read them off?
Yeah.
Let's congrats, because because if I put the screen up, then yeah. Let's just congrats first of all. Congratulations, Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic.
Number 1 pick. And I'll bring it up and we'll read them all. Hopefully this crap won't play this time. Yeah. This is the 3rd time they've had number 1. It's the last 2 number 1 picks. The first time was in 92, was the Diesel. Second time they had it was in 04, Dwight Howard. So they've had the number 1 pick twice. So this will be their third. Third time's the charm, maybe. Maybe they get it right this time. So here we go. Magic got the number 1 overall pick. OKC number 2, which they've been in there familiar with that spot because that's the spot they got Kevin Durant from in the number 2 spot. Remember? Because like Portland had number 1 with Greg Oden, with KD. So OKC,
Greg Oden.
They've had number 2. Houston at number 3.
That worked out.
Well, the Kings at 4. And once again, like some of teams that are always in the lottery. These motherfuckers, right? These motherfuckers.
Yeah, the Kings.
Kings ain't been good since Chris Webber left, pretty much. That's all. They haven't made the playoffs since 2006. Think about that. Think about that. Okay. If Detroit Pistons number 5, Indiana Pacers number 6, Portland's number 7. The Pelicans got 8. That's via the Lakers. Mm-hmm. So Spurs are 9, Wizards 10, Knicks 11. Thunder got a second pick via the Clippers at 12. I think the Lakers were that whacked that the Lakers had the number 8 pick. That's why I'm saying that. That's how bad the Lakers were. They're one of the worst 8 teams in the league. Yeah. Now this crap is playing again now, so let's just cut it off. Yeah. Did I read the last 3?
Brand identity. It's like meeting a person for the first time.
Well, the Hornets and the Cavs are the last 2, so let's just end that because that shit is gonna drive me crazy. Or fuck up, asshole. Yeah.
I love these moments.
We do, yeah. We this real, yeah. This real shit right here. I'm gonna pull it up on a better site, yeah. So I'm not gonna do that one anymore. Matter of fact, we just gonna look at it on. I'm gonna look at it on Google. I just want to finish reading.
See some good, hopefully they get something good.
I know what I'm checking because which I also haven't checked in a long time.
Right.
Let's check out the Tankathon. I haven't checked that out once this season because the
Tankathon.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Trust the process.
Because I've definitely looked at this like every year because, as a matter of fact, this is where I should have came first. Fuck that other site and shit. I should have came here first. But I forgot about it. That's how out of it. That's how out of the loop I am on the lottery shit because the Bulls were good. So yeah, I didn't even think about Tankathon. Yeah. That's my source. Yeah, like I didn't even go to the Tankathon. So here we go. My first time going to the Tankathon all season. So here's your top 10, your lotto
your
picks.
Bottom
right?
10. Your bottom
14.
10.
These are all your lottery teams right here. The Bulls picking at 18. Yeah, so yeah. We'll see who's available there. We're gonna look and see what the mock draft order is, but Bulls are picking 18. So it's Bulls are not here. Bulls are outside of that lottery. Yeah. Because after 14 is 15 is the playoff teams. Everything that after 15 and after is playoffs. So Bulls are in that category this time. Thank God.
And the good thing about like I said, because the Bulls do need a big. We need a big. And the good thing about bigs is that you can find bigs later in the first round. You can find a quality big.
Well, let's just see what comes up. I'm going to check out the mock draft and see what we got. See who Orlando's pick. Which ironic, has Orlando, this would be third time's the charm for real. Remember the last 2 times Orlando at number 1, they picked 7-foot center. So it looks like it's another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Projected to go number 1, another 7-footer. They had Shaq and they had Dwight Howard, so they know how to pick them fucking centers, definitely. Yeah. At number 1. So if they stick with history and they pick another center, the top 3 it looks like they're all big. So most likely Orlando is gonna take a big. Unless they do weird shit and take somebody down here. And most likely one of these 3 guys is gonna be the top pick. Yeah. I'm gonna see who the Bulls are projected. I got the Bulls taking a small foot, but it could be a 3-and-D. Who knows? Let's check him out. Let's check him out. Kendall Brown. Let's check out this guy. I don't watch NCAA, but let's check him out. Small forward.
Yeah, I don't know anything about him.
Small 1. So he's not a 3-point shooter. So I don't know why. Yeah, What's his fucking NBA comparison? Let's see. Do they have one? I'm not watching the video. We didn't heard enough bullshit videos already. They didn't have it written on here. I was hoping they have.
Yeah, they should have had it written out.
It's like NBA comparison, yeah. So I don't see one. Because I like to see like who they have, what kind of player
they compare you to. Yeah, what type of.
I got to look more into this Kendall Brown kid. I don't know how I feel about that because I don't know anything about him. Then again, the Bulls might not take him. That's just what the tankathon.
Right, that's just a mock. Yeah, that's just a projected.
It could. I'm gonna see what bigs are available around that. I'm gonna go back to the mock draft. Matter of fact, I'll bring the screen up again too. We can look together.
Yeah. So we need a big. We need a big, and we need a 3 and D. Those are the.
Well, I checked his stats. I was like, but it looks like it said he's a bad shooter, so like he wouldn't even be a 3 and D. I was like, well, maybe he'll be a good shooter, but like, yeah, they said his shooting was a weakness.
We need shooting. We need shooting.
Okay, so anybody in this range, we probably from 15 to like 25. Let's look at those 10 ranges. Yeah. So here's a center here.
Okay.
He's a big 6'10", 231. Is Patrick Baldwin. There's another one. He's 26. That's outside of the range that I said. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's there's a little something here. I see there's a few names like as far as bigs. Somebody might fall, so let's look up here. So
yeah,
this dude from Duke could fall. Like he might not go 13. Like cats fall in the draft too.
And whatchamacallit known for pulling rabbits out of a hat. AK can pull some rabbits out of a hat. Like I trust Acme. I do trust Acme. I trust them.
Check the second round then too. See what do the Bulls have their second round pick this year? They might have traded it. I don't see it. Bulls might.
Yeah, because it's traded.
The Kings got it. Yeah, the Bulls traded.
Yeah, the Kings. Yeah.
Yeah. So the Bulls only got one pick this year, number 18 in the first round. So
okay.
Well, for now, like stuff could change. Like they got trade,
right?
They get another pick. Who knows? It's like if they could get trade Vooch for a pick or something. We don't know. Like
right.
Might get another pick. But right now, the Bulls just have number one pick at number 18 in the first round. So. Could be somebody lurking around there. We just got to wait and see. I'm not an NCAA guy, and I don't watch a lot of overseas ball either. So some of these foreign guys, I really don't know like that either. So
right,
I'm kind of going in blind right now on this, but we'll see what happens. And let's talk about the conference finals, Eastern and Western Conference finals.
Yeah, like we here now. So finals start June 2nd. So the finals start June 2nd. So
college, we be in the Final Four right now, but college, we playing real basketball.
Well, Golden State is showing that we Golden State. We Golden State. They play tonight. I said by tomorrow, you guys will know the outcome, but they are 2-0 as of
watch game 2. Did you watch game 2?
I did.
Whew.
I watched it. I was out, but then I saw at the end. I saw the end of it. I did see the end of it.
Warriors are down by 20 and shit. And then even watching it, I was like, it ain't over yet. I said, it ain't over, bitch. That's what I said. Shout out Bianca Lawson. Y'all might get that joke and shit. But I said, even when the Warriors were down like by 19, I was like, it ain't over, bitch.
Warriors show that they're the Warriors.
And what's crazy is like Luka was playing out of his mind that night. He had over 40.
Yeah.
And like Brunson was on fire. Like Finney Smith was on fire. It's like like Dallas, like Bullock was balling. It's like they just like were hitting everything. Like they were looking like the Warriors. Like every three that went up was going in. It's like they could and then like and then after halftime that shit just switched into
Switch it.
And Steph Curry put him to bed and shit. After that last 3 hit, he went 99.
We saw that Marcus and I were like, because we had a parent night that we went to on Friday, and then we were trying to watch the end of the game like after the parent night, and then we were like, and when Steph hit that last hit, we was like, okay, we can go. Like it's shit over. Like it's over. Like we can go. Cause
But I was watching it. I was like, you have to beat the Warriors. You can't just be like, oh, like we up by 20. Like, even if they make a comeback, we can still
that
win.
Means nothing.
Still win by 6 or 7. Like, no, you have to beat
that means nothing.
Beat them by 20, guess what? Beat them by 50. Like
exactly.
You gotta
like Memphis did that. They beat them by like 30 or whatever when Memphis beat them.
Just because you're up by 20, it's like, okay, like pretend like you're down by 20. That's what you gotta do. Okay, we're up by 20. Like, let's beat them by 50. That's the mindset.
And the Heat won game 3, so they took a 2-1 lead now. So
because they look like doo-doo water after game 2. I don't know what.
We knew the Celtics was gonna come out aggressive because
dookie water.
Think about who they were missing. They were missing Horford and Smart in game 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in game 1. I'm sorry, in game 1. Horford and Smart came back for game 2. Mm-hmm. It showed that their presence was needed on the court. They were sorely missed. Both of those guys were sorely missed.
Kyle Lowry is getting close to coming back, so we'll see what happens.
He came back. Yeah, he played in game 3.
I didn't see him play. Like I saw him. So he did play. Okay.
He did play. He played.
I didn't even see him play. Okay, so I didn't watch that whole game. Yeah, I said Lowry. I know he said he was close to coming back.
But yeah, he came back. Mm-hmm. But then Jimmy went out, so I missed and saw. I didn't see what happened with that. They was like Jimmy left the game or something. I don't know if he came back or not.
Left too, so like yeah.
And Tatum left, but then he came back. So
a couple of injuries. It
was a lot. Yeah, a lot going on. Yeah. It's the playoffs. I mean, like things get real. Like injuries are part of the game. This late in the playoffs, someone's gonna get injured. It's just you've been playing basketball since October, so it's gonna happen. Injuries are gonna happen, so you gotta just push through it. So
crazy shit right there, kid.
I'm looking like these playoffs have been some of the best playoffs that I've watched. Like just the competitiveness. Like I like the game 6s and game 7s in the second round. I like that. I like seeing the like who's gonna win. I like seeing that. Like like be on the edge, like to see who's going to actually go to the conference finals. And I'm hoping that these games go. Well, I don't know. The Warriors might be out for blood. If they win tonight, then it might be a sweep if they win tonight.
We don't know like what the outcome is yet, but nobody comes back from 3-0. It's like people come back. Nobody ever comes back from 3-0.
Yeah, it might be a sweep if they win tonight. But
the Boston. Go ahead.
The Boston Miami one could go 7. That could easily go 7. That can easily go 7 games.
And it was funny how it said, I was watching a YouTube video, you go down YouTube rabbit holes and shit. There's something about what each of the 4 teams has something to prove, like legacy wise. And like when they broke it down, it made sense. It's like, okay, like the Golden State Warriors, their thing is like they win the title, like then Steph Curry, you got to put him in that conversation of GOAT. You got to, because the one thing he's missing is he would have his 4th ring and he'd have his first Finals MVP. He's never won a Finals
MVP. Yeah,
Iguodala won the first one, and KD won the other 2. So like,
KD won the other ones. Yeah,
have that. Yeah, so like he'd be the greatest shooter. He'd have his Finals MVP. He'd be a unanimous MVP. He'd have 4 titles. So like Steph is trying to go join that Jordan, Magic.
Kobe.
Yeah, the Bill Russell conversation. He's trying
to join that.
He would go in that conversation if the Warriors win this year. You got to put Steph right up there in that combo. Tim Duncan, you got to put him in that GOAT combo.
Yeah, Larry Bird. You got to put in that combo. You got to.
Then they said the Dallas Mavericks, their thing is like Luka would be have a legitimate claim of being the best player in the game. Like if the Dallas Mavericks win, because how young he is, like he'd have been younger than LeBron winning his first, younger than Jordan winning his first. It's like he'd have been younger than a lot of guys like getting his first one. So then it's like, okay, like younger than Giannis. Is like all these guys are like like okay, like people ask like is Giannis, is it Morant, is it Joker? Like then Luka would like go past all of them by winning
all of them and be like, nope, it's me.
You have to say like Luka's the best player. Like that's what his legacy is fighting for. Saying like I'm the best player in the game today. That's what a championship will mean. And switching over to the East, like the Celtics are like, hey, we tired of being tied with the Lakers. We want to be number 1.
They trying to be 18.
That's what their legacy is like, because they tied at 17 with the Lakers because the Lakers won the bubble championship. So they said, we want to sit at the top alone, because they sat at the top alone for so many decades.
For years, yeah.
Caught him is like, nah. We like sitting at the top alone. We like being it's lonely at the top. We like being Flash. Like that's what they want. They want to be lonely at the top, which will be in your record stores in about 2 weeks. That's what Boston's trying to get their Flash on. That's what they want to be lonely at the top. God damn it. And then Miami, then theirs goes more on the executive side. They said you would have to put Pat Riley in the combo for the GOAT as far as executives. Like they win because they would have won this title, like completely rebuilt the team from the LeBron Wade botched Big Three era without tanking. Everybody assumed they were going to tank, but they didn't. They stayed competitive that whole time, and now look at where they're at. They already have one finals appearance. Could have another one. It's like, yes, could win a championship.
And Jimmy won his first, and Jimmy won his ring. Jimmy
would solidify his career, but they really said Riley is the guy. Like he wants to be like the GOAT as far as executives, like because that would be like the four legacies, the different legacies for all of those teams that are. Nice. So that's a pretty cool one. Cool video right there. Let me get this real quick. And one more before we wrap because we're running long. God damn it.
Yeah, we ran a little bit long. It's all good.
Gotta say, show your love, Miss Tiffany Brooks. Get your vote on. Running for 5th Judicial Sub-Circuit in Cook County. So Tiffany Brooks is trying to become Judge Brooks. So punch 195 if you're in that 5th.
Punch 195.
In that 5th district, punch 195.
You know, I know 95. Yeah, I came out of school. 195.
Tiffany Brooks for judge.com, like you can support right there. So I just had to share that real quick, of course. Yeah.
Yes, support.
Let's get Judge Brooks elected. God damn it. Okay. Well, that's going to do it. Not another damn podcast. Thanks for your support, each and every one of you. If you want to support further, you know what to do. Give us a like. Yeah. Like, can't stand idiots as well, too. Yeah. Also subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. I'm talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What's good, Tasha? Shout out to Bobby Brown because Tasha is New Edition's hugest fan. We're gonna talk about that probably next time. The Bobby Brown special is finally airing Memorial Day weekend. We'll talk about it. Yeah. So also check us out on YouTube and your Amazon Alexa devices. You can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. You know what the hell to do.
And you can check me out at MSIMAH626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SCR8GULLEY1 on Twitter, SCR8GULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.